Hey guys, how are you? Good morning. It is Saturday. I am so sorry I didn't get my reminder post up earlier because I may or may not have slept a lot today. I'm just making sure that I am live in here and I don't even know, I hope so. It's saying my connection is weak. So if you're on here and you can see me, throw up some likes, some hearts. I can't see who's all on here because my computer's weird. Oh, there's Stacy. Hey, girls. Hey, Cassie, my wifey. How's it going, girls? Okay, I don't want to take up too much time, but I'll wait a little longer just to see if anyone hops on because right now it says that only 2 people are on, and that's my team, you guys. Where are you all at? You guys, I'm so serious, and I don't mean to be a downer, but there are 630 people in this group, and there are 2 people on this live video, and I'm just going to give you some tough love right now because this is a group that could really change your business, and if you don't want to take the time to join a live video where leaders are taking their time to train you, then I don't know what else to give you because this would have been a dream training for me as a new coach. So I say if you're not on here, you need to be watching these after the fact and you need to put it in your calendar as to when you're going to do this. I'm doing another training that's very similar to this training, and I have all the time scheduled out in my planner of when I'm going to be joining them. So you need to take this seriously. You need to show up. This is your business. Nobody's doing this for you. They're giving you the tools to move you forward. But if you're not taking action, then you're really missing out on a vital part of this business, which is something that we're going to be talking about in 1 minute. I'll give you 1 more minute because there's 3 people on here, and again, 2 of them are like people who are already rocking their businesses. So where is everyone? I will give you 1 more minute. I'm going to be drinking my coffee, and I'm done with the tough love. Maybe I'm getting a little more tough lovey because I've seen how these trainings can really help you, or they can really not help you because you don't show up and you say you want to show up, but you don't. So, I don't know. I talk to coaches all day long, and I love you all, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, honestly, because we want you to be successful. Okay, so there's 5 people on here, so I'll just go ahead and get started. Sorry for the tough love. I'm happy that we have a few more people joining us. So today we're going to be talking, and I'm going to be really cognizant of time because I know your time is precious, my time is precious. We all take time to be here, okay? Just going back to what I just said. So with that being said, I'm going to keep it pretty quick, keep it pretty simple, and hopefully not overwhelm you, and hopefully give you tools to move forward with inviting in your business. So we all know that this business is pretty simple, and if you're a new coach or you're someone who has started off and you're maybe a couple months into your business, you might be wondering, what do I need to be doing? And you might be feeling kind of overwhelmed. And let me tell you that that is normal. That's a normal feeling. So take a breath and know that that's okay to feel like you're not really 100% sure of what to do, because just like any job, this is a new job. It's going to take a little bit to understand and for you to really catch your groove and your momentum in this business. And I always say that the hardest part of getting started is getting started in this business, because that's the one thing that people don't do. People will dream up goals. They will say they want this thing, that thing, and then they won't take the actions that takes to actually get there, because we let fear hold us back. So that's the first point that I want to talk about, is overcoming your fears as a new coach or a newer coach in this business. So I know that inviting seems really scary and it seems really hard, and it might not be something you're super in love with doing, and hopefully at the end of this training I will get you fired up to go and invite like a boss today, because that is what's going to move your business forward. So overcoming that fear of inviting. What is it that is stopping you from actually reaching out to someone and inviting them to join you on this health and fitness journey? If you're afraid of what people think about you, or if you're afraid of feeling salesy, then you are going into it with the wrong intention. Your intention should always be, and I heard Scotty Hobbs say this earlier this week, and I'm stealing it because I loved it so much. Your intention should always be to talk to someone and leave them better than you found them. So if you go into it with the mindset that you're there to help them, that you're there to offer your support, then that will make you feel 100 times better and give you confidence in inviting. And confidence in inviting is key, because if you do not feel confident, and if you're sitting there being scared and fearful about what the other person might say on the other end, then you're not being truthful in what you're trying to do. So take a step back, ask yourself, why do I want to invite this person to join me in either my challenge group or on my team? What is it about this person that shows me that I would like to work with them? Because remember, this is your business. You have the opportunity to decide who you want to work with. You don't have to work with everyone, you guys. So when you are going through and looking for people to invite, or you're thinking of who you would like to invite, your first step should always be to create a list. You need to create a list. You need to be working off a list or some sort of tracker. Because if you're not, you're going to get really lost and you're not going to know who to invite. So my first step for this is go to your posts that you've been posting about your journey as a coach or your health and fitness. We all know that you should be posting, right? Like, I should be able to go to all of your pages and see that you're a coach. And if I can't do that, you need to get with a success partner, you need to get with your coach, and you need to figure out how to incorporate that more into your social media. Because remember, your social media is like your storefront. Like, that is like your storefront for your business. And if I walk into a business and I can't even tell what the heck they're selling, why would I want to work with them? It's the same for you. If I go to your Facebook or wherever you're building your business and I have no idea what you're selling or who you are, not necessarily like a product, but who you are, what you have to offer me, why in the heck, when I get a message from you, should I want to work with you? Because I have no idea what you're doing. So, number one is on your posts that you have been creating about your social or about your health, your fitness, or even coaching. You need to look at those posts. You need to get a pen and paper out, write down every single person who has liked your posts, every person who has commented on your posts, and you need to write it on a piece of paper, go through every single post. I guarantee at the end of that, if you've been posting as much as we tell you to, you will have 50 people to reach out to. So then take that list of 50 people and send them a message that says something like this. Hey, thanks so much for liking my post. I really appreciate it. It's not always easy putting myself out there, so I really love the support I get by sharing my journey, and it helps me connect with other people like you. Are you on a health and fitness journey too? ? That is a very simple way of saying thank you, of reaching out to someone without being like, hey, how's it going? Want to buy this thing? Because you should never do that. And number 3, this gives you a door to invite them into your challenge. So now let's take it one step farther. So once that person responds and they say, oh, hey, I actually am not on a health and fitness journey, then you have opened the door to say something along these lines. Hey, that is so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I know how it feels to not know where to begin with your health and fitness journey. I'm not sure if you know this, but I am an online health and fitness coach, and I actually partner with other women to help them feel their best, mentally, physically. It all depends on your goals. Is that something, I have a group coming up in September, starting on XYZ date. Is that something you might be interested in? So now you have invited them. Whew! Oh, take a breath. You've invited them, you guys. Congrats. You invited someone to join your challenge group. So now, if they say, oh yeah, like that sounds interesting, then you can tell them more details. And I always recommend going into a 5-step invite guide. And let me just touch on this really quickly about scripts, since I'm like the first person to kick off inviting. I absolutely believe in scripts. Believe in them. And I don't care if you're someone who's sitting here saying, oh, I don't use scripts. Oh, I don't, da, da, da. You need to use a script, especially as a newer coach, because it's going to help guide you through that conversation. It's going to help you not word vomit all over someone. Because trust me, when I was a new coach, I literally would tell them all of the information up front. So once we use this invite guide, it gives us a clear path as to where the conversation needs to go. And that, you guys, is not a bad thing. Change up the wording of the script to make it more you, but use it. Use these tools we give you because it will help you and it will guide the conversation and give you a better look at what that person needs. So the next step that I would do in this process after someone tells me that they're interested in joining our group, then I would, of course, ask them what their goals are. So I never just go into telling them about a program, because how am I supposed to recommend a program if I don't even know what these people's goals are, right? So that is so key, you guys. I want you to remember that. And so when you're thinking, where do I even begin with inviting? Begin with the simple steps that you've already taken. As new coaches, we love to post on social media. It is fun because it's fun for us, it feels good, it's a fluffy activity. But that is not the activity that is going to get you to Success Club 5, which should be the benchmark to your business. Your public inviting has to match your private inviting. If you are not privately inviting, you are not doing your job. Okay? Let me say it one more time. Your public inviting has to match. It has to match your private inviting. And if you are not doing that, you are not doing your job. Because we are not always going to attract everyone into our business. Not everyone is going to see your posts. Not everyone's going to comment, because that's just not human nature. As humans, we don't like to say we want something, right? Like, we don't like to say we need help. Like, nobody likes to be that person. Hey, I need help. Nobody wants to be that person. But if you reach out to someone who has consistently liked your photos, who is commenting on your photos, who is saying, wow, you're so inspiring. What is the problem with simply saying, hey, I so appreciate your support. Are you on a health and fitness journey? There's nothing wrong with that. So get over your fear of inviting. You need to be doing your posts, because this is going to give you a foundation to start building up your invites from. And then you need to be privately inviting those people who are already engaging with you. And I'm going to be posting the 5-step invite guide that I use into this group. So you need to use that. And that is going to give you a clear path of helping that person find the best program for them. So that is the first step of inviting, okay? And then quickly, I wanted to just touch on expanding your market. So as a new coach, we don't think that this is important, because we're like, oh, well, we haven't even really necessarily talked to everyone on our friends list, or we're scared to invite, so we don't even do it. But you guys, once you get into this groove that I just told you about, that's going to create some momentum, but then you're going to realize you need new people to be talking to. And there's nothing wrong with expanding your market either. So get over that fear. The first step in expanding your market is going into a group, going into your mutual friends of friends, finding someone who you want to be like. Like, this sounds weird, but let's say I love Cassie, right? Let's say Cassie wasn't someone who was a coach on my team, but I loved her. I loved everything about her. We had similar interests. She's just someone I really would love to connect with. So I'm going to go to her mutual friends of mine, and I'm going to invite the crap out of her friends, because guaranteed they're probably like Cassie. And so that is going to help you expand your market into people that you want to work with. Again, this goes back to kind of you and realizing you don't have to work with everyone. So really identify what you're looking for in someone that you want to work with or that you want on your team, and go to places where that person would be. Is that person in a group on Facebook? Like for me, I love traveling, so I'm in a girls love travel group. So I add a lot of people from there, and I add value into that group. And so it's not weird once I add them as a friend. I go to mutual friends that I want to be like, and I add their friends. And you need to be adding 5 to 10 people every single day to your network. And once you add new people to your network, you're going to see on Facebook a little thing that's red, and it's going to say you have this new friend. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to send them a message. Just politely introducing yourself, nothing weird. You're just going to go on there and you're going to say something like, "Hey girl, thanks so much for accepting my friend request. I love connecting with other girls who are interested in traveling. I saw you in the Girls Love Travel group, so I thought I'd reach out. Have you been anywhere fun lately? Always love hearing about recent adventures." Something just like very like simple, and you can change it every time. And again, I'll give you examples of some like "hey girl" messages that I send. So that is what you're going to do to kind of get people's attention to know who you are as a coach and what you're about. So once you send these "hey girl" messages and then introduce yourself, what's going to happen is these people are going to start following you. They're going to start looking out for you in their posts, in their timeline. They're going to go to your your profile, and they're going to see what you're all about. Because they're like, that's interesting. This random girl just reached out to me. Who is she? What is she about? And again, it goes back to my first point. If you're not sharing about what you're doing, nobody's going to know. So these all go hand in hand, you guys. Like all 3 of these things I've talked about, they all go hand in hand. And you need to be doing these because Success Club 5 has got to be a non-negotiable in your business. If you're someone who's in this training and you're saying, I want to step it up in my business, you cannot be one of those coaches who says, oh, I didn't hit Success Club this month. Whatever. Like, you cannot accept that anymore. You need to say, Success Club 5, non-negotiable. These are the things that you need to be doing every single day to get you to Success Club 5. And no, it's not sexy. No, it's not fun all the time. But promise you, it will. It will get fun. And once you start doing this consistently, this is going to build a compound effect in your business. And you are going to have momentum. And then, once you start doing this consistently, you're going to have people who are not ready this month, but will be ready next month, who come in. And they say, oh, hey, I've been following you for even like a year, and I'm ready now. Okay? So if you're not giving this opportunity to people and inviting publicly, privately, hey girl, then you're missing a huge opportunity in your business. So I'm going to post this kind of process into the group after I get off in like 1 minute, and I'm going to post my 5-step invite guide, and I'm also going to post my hey girl messages. And your call to action today is to screenshot those 3 things, okay? So you need to screenshot your list of 50 people that you're creating from posts that you've already made. So you need to go back through your posts, write down people who have liked, commented, engaged with you in some form. Write it down. Create your list of 50. Take a picture of it. Number 2, take a screenshot of your hey girl message that you sent to someone new you added. And number 3, take a screenshot of an invite that you did today. Okay? That is it, you guys. Super simple. These are things you should already be doing. So these CTAs really aren't that hard. Thank you so much, you guys, for hopping on. And I'm sorry about the tough love earlier, but I got fired up. Okay, bye, guys.